Mountains, fresh air, sunshine, the moon and sheep. I'm in the South Island of New Zealand where there seems to be more sheep than people. But there's an interesting cross between people and sheep. We call them sheeple, people who just follow. But it's really interesting when you come out to watch what sheep do. They move in a group. So if one moves, the rest of them follow. But it's interesting, there's always one that makes the first move and the rest follow. So why as humans do we follow? Why not be a leader? Why not stand for something, believe in something, have a core value, and then don't let anybody, or don't negotiate that standard, don't compromise that standard for anybody? It's a great question. Why do we follow anybody? Why not be a leader? We live in a world of social media where, who do you follow, Rowie? Well, what a better question to ask. Who do I want to be so that I am followable? If I want to influence people, which direction do I want to influence them in? It's interesting because there's a lot of sheep, and if one of those sheep falls over a cliff, why would we follow? And it just seems like a silly question. Of course you don't want to follow somebody that's going to head you in the wrong direction. But how do you know that somebody's heading you in the wrong direction? So would it be a really good idea to be wise, to be strong, to be mentally tough, to be educated, to be trained, to study and research for yourself so you don't follow the crowd like a sheeple? Think for yourself. Find out what's the actual truth rather than just believing what other people say. It's a great question I was asked just recently. If you ever are influenced by, or you have a feeling about somebody because you've been influenced by the media or by somebody else, so somebody says you shouldn't like that person because they're a bad person, you shouldn't believe what they say because they tell lies, wouldn't it be nice to work that out for yourself rather than just be influenced by somebody else? So if we want to teach our kids to be critical thinkers and not sheeple, what do I need to do to have a tough, strong brain so I don't care what other people think? I don't want to please everybody else. I don't want to follow the crowd. Who do I want to be? What do I stand for? As I always ask these questions, who am I? What do I stand for? What do I believe in? What would I die for? What are my core values? And then don't compromise those for anybody. Don't follow anybody in a direction that doesn't suit your standards. Why would we ever compromise our personal standards, our professional standards, to suit somebody else or to have somebody else like us? And I'm asking these questions because as a parent, a teacher, a coach, a boss, a leader, if we're going to inspire people to be critical thinkers and to think for themselves, don't we need to be the living example of that? So rather than telling people what to think, let's teach them how to think so they can think for themselves. And wouldn't that be awesome? Because then we wouldn't be a sheeple. Woohoo!